So we're currently experiencing the world's biggest IT outage, and I just wanted to help break down everything and explain to you guys what actually is really going on here. I keep seeing a lot of posts and things like that on like either TikTok or YouTube or whatever, and a lot of stuff keeps pointing at Microsoft, or people are thinking that Microsoft had this big outage causing these issues, but it's not Microsoft. Microsoft was also just affected, and since Microsoft is such a big part of the IT space in pretty much the entire world, it has affected a lot of things. But where does the source of this actually come from? And if you guys are new to the channel, my name is Ryan, and I'm here to just make tech videos and show you guys lots of stuff. So we are going over this tech news. The main issue here is actually a security company called CrowdStrike. And what CrowdStrike is essentially just a security company that offers its services to you and a business in general. And they offer services to things like Microsoft and other small businesses, banks, financial institutions, things like Starbucks, which is why they are currently having an outage as well. And essentially think of it like Windows Defender, where it provides you protection against things like malware and lots of threat analysis and things like that. Now, as an example, if you're a company that has, say, 500 computers, if you onboard CrowdStrike, you essentially install their agent on all 500 computers in your environment. That means all of your servers, all of your user workstations, all of your POS systems, things like that. Anything that's really getting an internet connection or has either Windows, Linux, Mac OS, stuff like that, they will all be getting a CrowdStrike agent. And here comes our lovely issue. CrowdStrike essentially rolls out updates constantly. Firmware updates, updates to computers, updates to their threat analysis, make sure they're capturing things that they need to capture for protection. But the most recent update that they had ended up having a bug in the code. Something wrong, whatever they rolled out in their update, there was an issue with it that affected computer operating system files. Since this was such a hard-coded piece of software and it pretty much directly tied into the operating system, now what this bug has caused is something called the blue screen of death. I know it sounds terrifying. I don't know why it was actually named that. But the blue screen of death is essentially something failing on a computer. It could be like a fan, hardware, software bugs, things like that, and your computer will crash. And when it crashes, it usually gives you some kind of message about, hey, this is what was wrong. We're going to try to just restart or automatic repair and boot back up. Now, the problem with the CrowdStrike bug is that it keeps doing the blue screen of death over and over and over again. So it's stuck in a blue screen of death loop. Now, the problem with that is that you can't get into the computer easily. The only way that people know of right now is to manually boot into a safe mode to bypass the bug and apply the fix to get it, completely resolved. So that means for every computer affected and that had this CrowdStrike update, blue screen of death, a person has to manually get into every single computer and get it fixed. And that is the biggest problem with this outage, is that there's no simple, easy fix that you can just roll out in an update and everything's all magically okay. As far as we know, you have to manually get into each computer and apply the fix in safe mode, remove the software update, and roll everything back into a happy state. And this really concludes this whole video. I just wanted to break down what was really going on, maybe have people understand it a little bit better, because I see a lot of misinformation or people not explaining it very well. So I'm hoping this helped you guys, and let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Please like and subscribe, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks, guys.